Hey, what's up, dog? How you doing, man? Doing pretty good, actually. It's going real well. We could... we might be able to make some... Yeah, it's going real good, man. We killed a moose. We got some, quality stuff that way. You figured out where the hunter's cabin was? Nice, dude. Good shit. That's actually where we're headed now. We killed a moose over by there, so the plan now is to get all the moose meat back home. Before we do that, though, did we grab a can or no? We do have a can. Some firewood. We're not going to be able to make much, but it doesn't need to be the longest fire. I'll tell you what, let's head over here. 59%, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to take care of that at some point. Come on, there we go. Close enough. Start with the magnifying lens. The magnifying lens is pretty cool. Yeah, snow shelter. So basically what you can do is, you get 15 sticks, you get 5 pieces of cloth, and you can set up a snow shelter. And the pro to that is, it's really warm, and all it takes to maintain is more sticks. So I think the percentage is like 10% per stick. So if you're down to like 50%, it shouldn't take you that many sticks to really take care of. Let's prepare some... Bandage, prepared roses, prepared birch bark. Let's go and make some tea. Some birch bark tea, there we go. 10 minutes till ready. What else can we do while we're here? So this is where we're going to be doing most of our... cooking outside, I'm afraid. That's unfortunate, but really shouldn't, guess that teaches me to leave my stuff out. Does it hold deer skin? Nah, it holds you, so check this out. Use, hop in, and boom. And then I can exit, and we're good. Okay, so once it gets to a certain threshold, it costs cloth to repair as well. Gotcha. But seeing as we are getting our condition repaired now, I think it's a little safer to head back out. From now on, I'm going to be using the rifle, dude, because the pistol's just not cutting it for me anymore, man. I'm sorry. Hey, bud, I was actually just thinking of you. You want to come a little closer? Yeah, so tell you what, rifle is going to be the moves. Rest in piss. How many wolves is that? Let's go ahead and see. Add them to the tally. I ain't never been with nobody. Add it to the tally. Yeah, 31 wolves killed. You just made yourself lucky number 31, bud. You should be very proud of yourselves. Not many get to say they're my 31st wolf kill. And stuff. Wow, that's really... Yeah, dude, it's really good. And we also have another wolf up here that we need to... loot. We got a lot of stuff we need to get done now that I think about it. And there's that second wolf that attacked us. He's over there. Or is it you? Bud, listen, it's... What? That's weird. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, so there's a dead wolf up here. There's a dead wolf back there. There's one by the house. In the past 12 hours, we've killed 3 wolves. In the past 24, we've killed 4. In the past 48, we've killed a moose and 4 wolves. So I'm thinking we're the shit right now, chat. I'm thinking we are actually the shit. Wolf aside, hey man, I never asked for this. I wanted to be cool. I was cool with just living in harmony with them, but nah, they decided to be the Fire Nation and attack. That's cool, though. Well, I mean, it's less cool now that I've got... How many bullets? Very few bullets. I have 6 revolver rounds. 6 revolver rounds. 1 rifle cartridge. What's the Fire Nation? It's from Avatar. Avatar: The Last Airbender. So basically, you know, earth, fire, water, air. 4 nations were able to manipulate, you know, earth, water, fire, and air. But when the Fire Nation attacked, they basically conquered the entire world, and all around not good dudes. It's a reference to Avatar: The Last Airbender. Pretty good show, actually. It's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, from what I remember, it was a really good show. We also need to grab more birch bark while we're here. Some sticks as well, but sticks and birch bark, well, no, sticks are the lower priority. We need as much birch bark as we can carry, if I remember correctly. It's 3 per tea, so that's what we'll need. I wish we could scrape some off the tree if we had a knife, but unfortunately, no. Alright, that's enough. No more Benwell bodies. What's the point of tea? So different teas offer you different benefits. So if you make tea out of reishi mushrooms, the mushrooms you see growing on stumps, those act as an antibiotic. So if you have parasites or if you're sick with food poisoning, you drink that. Those rose hips, the little red berries you find on small bushes, if you prepare those and make them into a tea, they act as a natural painkiller. So if you don't have painkillers, you can use those as an alternative. They work just as well. You just have to make them into tea. Or if you have birch bark tea, which is what I'm looking for now, it provides you a quick and steady way to regain hit points, which is something I lost quite a few of when I accidentally grabbed my pistol instead of my hatchet for the struggle with that wolf, so... They're just alternative medicines that actually work, you know? Expired warming up. Yeah, it looks like we probably lost our... No, we get that for another hour. Good shit. Good shit. And if it's all the same to you guys, I think I'd like to get up on the higher ground because, yeah, we're coming up on Max's last stand, and wolves generally like to kick it around here. Not seeing any, though, so... +1 point for Buzz. My wife. How common is a weapon at the unnamed lake? Not sure, actually. Must not be very common, because I couldn't find a weapon anywhere, dude. Oh, wait a minute, are you talking about the one at the, It looks like a cave formation up there. Wait, that is a cave. That's where we... Yeah, that's where we came in from Milton. If you're talking about the one with the hunter's bind, yeah. Bows are pretty common there, yeah. I think out of the maybe 8, 9 times... We'll just round up to 10. Out of the 10 times I've been there, more often than not I found a bow. So I'd say like maybe 7 out of 10 times. They're pretty common, I'd say. Let's go and sleep for an hour or 2. Yeah, we'll sleep for an hour, just to get our warmth up and our tiredness down. I would love to find coffee. That's another thing we have to grab back in Milton, because right now, got a lot of stuff we left behind, unfortunately. Got it, thanks for the info. Yeah, no worries, bro. I try to help where I can. I ain't never been with nobody. What'd I say, Chad? I said I wouldn't say that anymore, and now... Look at me saying it, breaking my word. Moldy moose meat, yep. How fast am I gonna move if I grab it all? Probably very slowly. Well, about if I carry all of this? Very slowly. Let's drop the wolf meat. Still pretty slowly. But, I think I can handle it. Yeah, we should be there by nightfall, I'm thinking. The weather's pretty solid, visibility's getting a little low, but once we find the train tracks, we should be good in terms of navigation. You're definitely gonna go there more? Oh, absolutely, yeah. Just be careful, though, because I've seen a bear there a couple of times. Didn't see him this run, not yet, but they generally like to hang out at that spot. You don't need to move fast when you have a fucking gun. Very true, but when that gun is running very low on ammunition, like we're talking 2 shots in this and 6 shots in this, and 1 rock, it's usually a good indication that you should pick up the pace. Let me take a sip of my syrup, my potion, and by potion I do mean water, agua. Tomorrow's New Year's, I should probably go buy beer. I've been, not a lot, but I've been drinking Corona recently. That's some good stuff. Need to drop and run. Yeah, it's generally what works, but getting pretty tired, so I'm not going to be able to run for as long as I'd like to. But so far, moving pretty slowly, but we should be able to make it in, we should only need 1 more trip, which is what I expected. Like I said 3 trips maximum, and that's what it's looking like it's gonna be. 2 trips for all the meat, and 1 for the hides, and the guts. You could probably leave the guts there. Probably leave the guts there. I wouldn't feel too bad about that. We have plenty of guts back home, so. And unfortunately, it looks like we did lose that health benefit, or the restorative benefits of the tea, so. As long as you don't encounter any moose or bears, there aren't any moose or bears on this path, or at least there shouldn't be. What I'm more concerned about is wolves, because I had 2 of them pull up on me at once, which is very strange, because that leads me to believe that as the days go on, the wildlife gets more aggressive, because we've killed 31 wolves so far. 32, actually. With a lot of those, at least 6 of those in the past 3 days. I'm starting to think that wolves are getting a little more aggressive, which is something of a concern, seeing as we're running very, very low on ammunition. So, like I said, man, we'll just have to deal with it when we can, or in whatever way we can. The hatchet has served us pretty well, so as long as we keep that well maintained, we should be okay and at least struggling with wolves. Wolves are fragile when you shoot them in the right spots, but a bear might take 2 shots. 2 shots if you hit them right. That's what I've noticed. So if you're really good at aiming, which I often am not, I usually die before I get good. It takes at least 3 or 4 to bring him down. Because I'll try to hit him in the head, but he'll turn at the last minute, or maybe he'll shift a little bit, and I'll hit his shoulder or something. Now he's pissed, and he's looking at the sucker with the gun, which happens to be me. He's like, "Did you shoot me?" I was like, it's entirely possible, and then before I get to fully answer, he mauls me, so. Probably should have saved the discussion before I shot at him. But you know what, man? Hey, you live and you learn. But yeah, wolves, when you hit them with a rifle, they pretty much go down in 1 shot, from what I've seen. But I always wait until I can get a clear shot at their head. Because if they run away, then I'm less inclined to, hunt them down and, butcher them, because I don't know where they are, so. Always a good idea to walk with one side of you facing, like, directly against this wall. Just so you know that if you hear an animal coming for you, then you know it's coming from this side. If you only have to search half of the area you're in, then you're more likely to find that animal quicker than it can, you know, catch up to you. Just something I do. Alright, so the sun is beginning to set. I think we will spend the night here, honestly. Or spend the night back home, honestly. I think what we'll do is we'll repair our shelter, our snow shelter. Lost my train of thought there, but we'll repair the snow shelter. We'll pick up some sticks as we go, and maybe do some cooking. I don't know. Though to tell you the truth, it might be smarter to do our cooking tomorrow. Once we've gotten all the wolf meat and we can actually come back and have room to carry sticks and stuff. I think I saw a wolf moving between those two trees. Scratch that, Your Honor. It was just a stick. Don't worry about it. Always hold a conversation with a bear before pulling the trigger. Like, so yeah, how does this scenario make you feel? The bear's gonna be able to feel like, honestly not great, but you know. If you don't kill me, I'm just gonna maul you. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. We shake on it, you know. Both walk 10 paces, and we do what we can. Call me when you want. Call me when you need me. Oh, yo, yo. Call me by your name. We also have 3 wolves to butcher. I don't think we'll be able to get them all, but I want to at least get their pelts. Because right now, the pelts are going to be what keeps our wolfskin coat repaired. Because once it gets down to 0, you can't repair it. It's ruined. And that goes for all clothing, so... Always keep your clothes above 50. That's what I tend to do. We'll grab a couple sticks while we're here. And we'll just drop them off once we get back home. The roads are the dustiest, the wind is the gustiest, the pies are the crustiest, the gals are, the pals are the trustiest, the folks the luckiest, the friends the happiest way back home. Don't know why I left the homestead. Alright, we got enough of that. Try to keep your clothes around 70. That's even better, yeah. Above 70 is usually the safe spot. It's always the safe spot. But bears are really going to be what fuck that up. Because if you're not careful and you've got something at like 60%, a bear might even ruin that. I'm not entirely sure how badly they tear your clothes apart, but it's usually not great. It's usually not great. Not seeing any wolves on the hills or moving behind the trees, but should be pretty good. Not seeing any on the tracks either, aside from the one I bodied earlier. He should be coming up on our left shortly. I do see the line that connects to our house, though. That should be right over there. They do 65% of your clothes? Damn. Okay, so further incentive to stay away from wolves. That's the vibe you're putting out, the one I'm picking up. Alright, wolves, listen. I appreciate you guys being so cordial when it comes to me and my safety. If we could extend this cordialness to, I don't know, the next couple of months, I would be a very happy camper. Literally a happy camper. I'm camping out here, bro. It's nice. I've got a little bachelor pad, all the food, all the water I could eat. This would be pretty cool, though. Like, well, maybe not cool, but I would definitely... I mean, obviously the fact that I'm alone in the Canadian wilderness, but I don't know. I would love to be... I would love to... Oh, he smelled the coat. That's the thing. He smelled the... If you don't want your clothes ruined, I'd recommend staying away from bears. Yeah, that seems to be a pretty good rule of thumb. Might have to take your advice. Possibly. Hey, bud. I'm trying to add him to the tally. Chat, did you hear that? That's so cool. Okay, it's the little things for me, man. So, when I pulled the bolt back and the casing went flying out, it hit one of the railroad tracks. And you could hear the sound of metal on metal, just cling. Instead of just no noise at all. I love that. It's so cool to me. Yeah, I'm geeking out on sound design, man. It's so cool. So, my God, not even gonna wait. Nah, dude. Nah, hey, man, I'm not gonna wait either. I'm getting a lot better at rifling, I would say. Rifling? I don't know. Rifle firearm. Yeah, there we go. Critical hit chance increased by 10%. Alright, so the wind just got bad. Luckily, we are pretty close to home. But, the amount of detail in this game is so crazy. That's what I'm saying, dude. The developers definitely put a lot of love and care into this. Especially since we're going on about... I think we just wrapped up year 7 of development on this game. The fact that they've continued to improve on it, add things, add maps, add weapons, because the revolver didn't show up until 2019. I remember very vividly where I was when they announced that. They were like, oh yeah, we're adding a revolver. I was like, yes! Now can we get a shotgun? They're like, no. Oh, well, thanks for the pistol, though. They're like, yeah, no. You're moving slow as hell, bro. I gotta say. It's getting to the point where I can't even butcher most of these animals anymore. It's not really a waste of bullets, though. Like I said, I'd prefer to be able to, like... I would love it if I didn't waste anything in this game. But as, you know, certain constraints may have it, more often than not, that just can't work out. I tell you what, we don't actually have to go back and get the, I don't think the wolf meat is worth getting. It's like 4 steaks. They're both at like 3 condition. So I tell you what, we'll probably just leave that and the moose hide until the moose hide is cured. Because that's going to take 10 days, and it's been about, I want to say 2. So, I think tomorrow will best be spent cooking. I think we'll do some cooking tomorrow if the wind will cook. Actually, yeah, we'll do cooking tomorrow. We'll cook tomorrow. We'll also have to set up another fire behind the house, just so we're a little better protected from the wind. The developers are putting so much work into the game, and I'm loving every bit of it. Yeah, you and me both, man. This game is excellent, man. It is, in my opinion, this game is everything a survival game should strive to be. It's difficult, but it's not ridiculously difficult. It has some mechanics that some would consider, you know, micromanaging, but it doesn't go overboard with that. Like, DayZ is cool, but I feel like, I don't know, man, if you have to wash your hands after every time you butcher an animal, I know, quote unquote, that's realistic, but I don't know. Maybe it's just not, maybe that whole subsection of survival games, like hardcore realistic, maybe that's just not for me. I don't know. I ain't never been worried about it. Yeah, we'll be able to butcher these wolves tomorrow. We'll be able to get it. I want to say 3 of them. At the very least, we should be able to grab at least 3. Oh, we might be able to do some tonight, actually. There's no reason to wait until tomorrow. The quality of our clothing is so good, we're actually not even... We really don't have to worry about the weather all that much. We're gonna drop all of our moose meat, all the remaining moose meat, actually. So yeah, here we go. There we go. should be, yeah, we should be protected from the wind on all sides except this one. But even now, we should be good on this, so this might be the best place to put a fire. Right down here. Not birch bark. Cattail. Yeah, we can't. Okay. Can't do it, unfortunately, because there's no sun to draw from. So. Are we going to warm up in here? We are, yes. Pretty quickly. So, tell you what. How are we doing on stats? Let's go ahead and sleep for about 3 hours, and hopefully the weather improves some. You have an in-game schedule for mundane tasks, like ice fishing every 3rd day and hunting every 5th day, cooking every 4th day and 6th. I might actually have to try that. That might be a pretty useful way of doing things.